Picture this: you're sitting in a room filled with things you once desperately wanted to buy. Next to you is the person you once desperately wanted to win. You have a job, status, and plans for tomorrow. But inside, just beneath your ribs, there's a gaping black hole that can't be filled with purchases or dopamine. You feel like the world around you is a colorful set, and you're the only spectator in an empty theater, aware that the actors have forgotten their lines. This emptiness isn't an illness or depression. It's a signal from your mind, one you stubbornly ignore in an attempt to live up to someone else's standards of happiness. Create a sense of urgency. Right now, millions of people are wasting their lives trying to fill this vacuum with false goals. We've been led to believe that relationships, money, and external recognition automatically bring peace. But the truth is, everything you've known about finding meaning up until this point is a convenient social lie. Today, we'll shatter the old belief: emptiness is the absence of something external. We'll revolutionize your thinking. The big idea is that emptiness isn't a lack of resources, but an excess of false layers your brain has layered over your true essence. We'll reveal why your search for meaning has become like running in circles in a dark room. Your psychology demands truth, but you're feeding it substitutes. It's time to uncover this inner silence and see what's truly hidden within. Insight 1: Emotional cannibalism. Imagine a person so hungry that they begin to bite off pieces of themselves to satisfy their hunger. This is exactly what you do when you seek validation in the eyes of others. You borrow your confidence from those who don't care about you. You base your value on how the relationship market or likes online rank you. Your brain falls into a trap: you become a product, not a person. A void arises the moment the product stops selling or its price drops. The philosophical implications here are simple: if you exist only in the reflection of others' eyes, then when they close, you disappear. Your attraction becomes false because there's no substance behind it. This is the cardboard self, which dissolves at the first rain of criticism. Insight 2: Dopamine prison. Your brain evolved to seek novelty, not meaning. Every new notification, every new purchase, every casual connection is a brief flash of light in your inner basement. But the light fades within a second, leaving the darkness even thicker. Your consumption habits have become your shackles. You confuse pleasure with meaning. Pleasure is always consumption, and meaning is always creation and the direction of the will. Emptiness is simply the breaking of your mind for a true purpose. Look at your emotions as data, not as a sentence. Emptiness tells you, your energy is being spent on maintaining the facade, not on building the foundation. You spend 90% of your resources on communication with the world, which is unprofitable for you. Insight 3: The mirror of nihilism. There's an old story about a man who was looking for God, found a mirror, and broke it because he didn't recognize himself. We fear emptiness because there are no instructions. There is no voice of a boss, parents, or partner. This is the state of the existential vacuum. Your old mindset whispers that if you don't have a clear plan approved by society, you are nothing. But it is precisely in this point of absence of other people's meanings that your true power is born. Emptiness is a blank canvas that frightens you with its whiteness. You used to paint life by the numbers you were given in school. Now that the numbers have worn off, you feel helpless. But this is not the end, it is the beginning of your true autonomy. Insight 4: The shadow of unfulfilled will. Imagine there's a tiger inside you, locked in a cage and fed only lettuce. The tiger doesn't die, it's just slowly going mad and rotting. This rot is the very emptiness you feel. Your unrealized aggression, your ambitions, your true sexuality, all repressed into the shadows for the sake of being good and convenient. The emptiness is where your achievements should have been, but instead, only the echo of your fears resides. Your mind sabotages you because you've betrayed your nature. You're afraid of rejection, so you choose to be a nobody. But the price of this choice is eternal coldness inside. No relationship will warm you if your inner fire is extinguished by your own desire to fit in. Insight 5: The architecture of silence. We've become accustomed to constant noise. Music in your ears, an endless news feed, empty conversations. These are all attempts to drown out the call of the abyss. But the hidden truth is that meaning isn't found, it's created. Meaning isn't treasure buried on an island. It's the axe you use to hack a path through the jungle. Emptiness disappears only in the moment of total action, directed from the inside out. When you stop asking the world, "Why am I here?" and start telling the world, "This is why I'm here." Now you feel frustrated. You feel like the way out is too difficult. But realize, This pain is your best friend. It shows you're still alive. The dead don't feel emptiness, they're simply empty. Your insecurity is simply a lack of experience being honest with yourself. You've lied to others about your desires for so long that you've started to believe it yourself. But your brain can't be fooled. It knows you're playing a role and punishes you with a loss of zest for life. Stop filling the void. Start exploring its boundaries. What is it silent about? What unfulfilled dreams does it remind you of every night before bed? It's not a hole, it's a space for your new self. The transition to awareness requires the courage to admit, most of your problems are created by your own desire to be accepted by a society that doesn't know where it's heading. Your psychology is a battlefield between your instincts and your social programming. Inner strength begins when you accept your solitude as a privilege. Solitude in a void is a laboratory where you purify your true values from the rubbish of the marketplace. Only then is true confidence born. Look at your relationships. If they serve only to keep you from feeling empty, they are toxic by definition. You're using people as plugs for your holes. That's not love, that's parasitism. Meaning will only emerge when you become dense enough to give, not just consume. Your attraction will become magnetic when people sense there's something more within you than just a desire to please. The path to clarity lies in breaking the habit of expecting salvation. No one will come and fill your cup. You yourself must become the source. It sounds harsh, but this is the only path to liberation. Your thinking habits must be reconsidered. Every time you feel a pang of emptiness, don't run to the fridge or to social media. Sit and look into that emptiness. Ask it, what have I betrayed today? The answer will come not in words, but in feeling. You will feel heaviness where there should have been an action. You will feel shame where there should have been truth. This is your roadmap. Free yourself from the illusion that the meaning of life is happiness. The meaning of life is responsibility for your individuality. Happiness is just a side effect of finally finding your place in the order of existence. Your brain will start working for you, not against you, as soon as you give it a real, challenging, and meaningful task. Stop playing in the sandbox of safe goals. Emptiness is a hunger for great things. Your thinking must become surgical. Cut away everything that is not yours, the opinions of neighbors, the advice of experts, the expectations of partners. Keep only what makes your heart beat faster with both fear and delight. Clarity comes from movement. You can't invent meaning while sitting on the couch. You must confront your mind with reality. Go where you can fail. Go where your words carry weight. Freedom is when you are no longer afraid of your silence. When you can turn off your phone, close the door, and not feel abandoned. Because you're finally home, within yourself. This isn't magic or esotericism. It's the applied psychology of a sovereign individual. When your center of gravity shifts inward, the outside world ceases to be a threat. It becomes a playground. Your emotions will deepen, but they won't drown you. You'll begin to appreciate sadness as much as joy, because both are signs that your soul is breathing. Emptiness will turn into depth. Your attraction to others will increase exponentially. People instinctively seek out those who have found their center. In a world of empty shells, a person with an inner core is king. Remember, emptiness is not an enemy. It is your last line of defense against becoming a robot. It keeps you from completely dissolving into the gray mass of consumerism. Thank your emptiness. It is your guardian. It keeps you awake until you find your way back to yourself. It is the very fire that must burn away all that is superfluous. Now you know the hidden truth. Your search for meaning was unsuccessful because you looked for it outside yourself, like lost keys under a street lamp. But the keys were always in your dark pocket. Take that breath. Feel the emptiness within begin to vibrate. This is your unrealized power awaiting a command. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are the cause of events. Your transformation begins not tomorrow, but this very second, with renouncing yet another lie to yourself. With a willingness to be misunderstood, yet true to your essence. The conclusion is simple: you feel empty because you are too big for the small life you've allowed yourself. Expand. Take risks. Speak the truth. It's time to stop searching and start building. Your foundation is your integrity. Your walls are your actions. Your roof is your will. Emptiness isn't a hole in you, it's a space you must fill with your own strength.